Welcome to Articulated Xtra, an articulated show supplement. This is the Marvel Legends series Strong Guy Wave Warpath. This version of Warpath is primarily based on his X-Men trading card of the early 90s, and to a lesser extent, his Liefeld Eyes appearance in X-Force Volume 1. He was created by Chris Claremont and Sal Buscema as the younger brother of brief X-Men member Thunderbird. In terms of accessories, he comes with interchangeable gripping hands, but nothing to grip. Proudstar is based in the Omega Red body and is made up of 35 pieces. 20 of those are new, 12 pieces have some sort of paint applied, and 34 points of articulation link these pieces together. He stands 7 1/8 inches tall, or just over 18 centimeters, slightly smaller than the Dark Ages release, but still has an edge over Sasquatch Wave Cable and his teammate Sunfire. The Omega Red Buck is a really well-proportioned body, and its use here is perfect. It's got the height and stature to elevate this figure as one of the best of the wave. While the shoulder pads are big, the tassels are pliable enough to get out of the way of most of the arm movement. The separation between the red and blue of the suit is clean, with very little paint bleed, and does a pretty good job of matching the casted red pieces. They even paint the red on the backside. Omega Ranger! The gold of the armbands also work well to break up the very dual-tone nature of the suit. The use of the Omega Red body means he gets really nice forward lateral movement due to the butterfly cuts on the chest, and act as a continuation of the pectoral muscles. The new lower legs also mean Warpath, and thus any future release on this buck gets a boot swivel upgrade. But that's the good. What about the not so good? While the head is unmistakably Warpath, his face feels it's aged about 20 years older than it should. His hair sculpt is also fairly uninspired, exaggerating the long shape of his head, and could have used some dynamic waves to spice things up. Plus, the head overall feels larger than it should be. Without the shoulder pads, the shoulders themselves are rather small and attached too low on the torso to be anatomically correct. But they look good with the pads on, so I imagine it's intentional for this body. There's really not much wrong with the deco, other than the color of the belt, which should have been cast in gold rather than red for accuracy. The only things especially wrong with articulation are the non-vertical hinges on the newly sculpted gripping hands. But with nothing to grip, I imagine most won't use these hands anyway. Pinless joints and pads that attach to the shoulders themselves are the only other innovations that would have helped to improve this figure. While this version of Warpath predates his use of knives by over a decade, their inclusion would have helped the gripping hands make a little more sense. But you can always grab a pair from an Xtra Drax or a Hydra Brute if you feel it. In short, this is a great figure and a welcome addition to the classic X-Force team. Before we get to the final score, if you enjoy our style, consider giving this video a like. If you want to see more, subscribe or follow us on your favorite social media @Articulated Show. And thank you to Sentinel Collections for transcribing this video for our Spanish-speaking audience. Links in the description. With his excellent proportions and constitution, clean deco application, and totally acceptable, sometimes great range of motion, this Warpath action figure earns an extremely solid 7 out of 10.